This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. This segment of the news is brought to you by Silver State Health, bringing quality medical and psychiatric care to Pahrump. Call 775-505-1214 for an appointment.
Welcome. We hope you're having a wonderful evening. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. It's Thursday, February 18th.
Pahrump Valley Farm Rescue is investigating an early morning house fire on Blosser Ranch Road that sent a family and their pets running for safety.
Around 4:30 this morning, we were dispatched for a report of a structure fire. The initial report was that there was well involved, that there may be people trapped and pets trapped within the structure. As crews arrived on location, they found heavy smoke showing from the roof of a double-wide manufactured dwelling. A quick assessment confirmed that all occupants and the pets were accounted for and out of the structure with no injuries. Crews commenced an interior attack, which means that they took the hand lines, went into the inside of the structure. They found a fire running the attic space. They hooked the ceilings, which means bring the drywall down, expose the hidden fire in that attic space, quickly controlled it with no further extension. At one stage, there was one of the occupants had ascended to the roof and was using a garden hose in an attempt to suppress the fire. That is not a good thing to do, especially since there was a lightweight construction material, forming that roof, and it was already a fire vent well developed in that space. So all those structural members become weakened, it can collapse, and a person can go through the roof and become trapped in the fire. We're looking at an accidental cause, most likely related to a possible electrical origin.
Also from Chief Scott Lewis, a medical call leads to the discovery of something more. Scott Lewis explains.
Late last evening, we were dispatched for a report of a medical event. As crews arrived on location, they found it wasn't just a medical event. It was actually a vehicle had driven through a garage door and was into personal property stored within the garage. Crews commenced a quick assessment of that patient, found that there were no injuries. However, we did a structural assessment and found that the structural damage was held just to the garage door itself, where the vehicle had buckled the door and then stopped when impacting some personal property, but no structural damage.
Well, an incident last fall at the Pahrump Walmart pharmacy is going viral after a man tried to pay for his prescription with change. That man is James Murdoch, and his frustration was captured on video by Devin Burrows, who just recently posted that video to social media.
I went in to get one of my medications for my diabetes pills. It cost $25 my cost. The insurance picked up the rest. It's a very expensive pill. I brought 2 rolls of quarters and a roll of dimes in to pay for it. When I got to the counter, the gentleman behind the counter said they couldn't take coins. They didn't have time to count them. Even though they were rolled already, he said we'd have to take them out and count every one. They couldn't accept rolls. He said, sorry, if you ain't got other cash or a credit card, you can't have your medicine. Go away.
So I can't get my medication because you don't take American money. Is that what you're saying? You don't take American money? Because that's what it sounds like you're claiming.
I thought it was a wonderful idea. I had the coins, take them in. They're looking for exact change. Apparently the banking system at the time was having trouble getting enough coins out to the businesses. And I tried to take them in, and then, the one guy didn't want anything to do with them.
It's American money. You give it back in change every day. What is so hard? I save my ass up to get money to buy medication and you won't take it. Not everybody is rich, Not everybody has a credit card. This is money. It's taken at every bank in the United States. It's taken at every business in the United States except apparently Walmart.
My little brother was in the store shopping. I contacted him. He said, well, let's use your coins back at the video counter to buy something he wanted for about $25. So we did, and the girl back there took the money, no problem at all. And then he went down and paid for my medicine. The gentleman apparently standing in line behind me to get medication was here visiting his family who lives in the valley. He's a former Pahrump resident himself who now lives in Florida. He recorded it on his cell phone because he saw the incident going on. And then he finally decided to post it, I guess, last week. And since then, it has gone kind of crazy. He's put it on all the different social networks. He mentioned TikTok, which I don't know anything about. I found it on YouTube. Walmart's apparently pharmacy manager for the Southern District out of Las Vegas called me at home last week and apologized profusely for the incident. Said he has retrained the personnel here in Pahrump on how to handle that better. The store manager here and the people there did not contact me, but no one since then has been rude or in any way inappropriate, which I consider a plus.
Walmart, of course, issued a statement saying they, of course, take change at all of their locations, and that team there, once again, has been retrained inside the pharmacy. Burroughs says that he's been bombarded by calls and emails asking how they could help, so he set up a GoFundMe account to collect donations for Murdoch. If you'd like to help, you can go to GoFundMe.com and search for James Murdoch. That's M-U-R-D-O-C-K. We do want to remind everybody that there has been another directive by Governor Steve Sisolak, and that is Directive 38, which addresses 3 different issues, which are large gathering venues, which he's saying that organizers can submit their plans for that. And there's a guide where they can submit for 1,000 to 2,500 people. And of course, a new guide on adult and youth sports, which are being now opened up with, of course, their guidelines. And then the Nevada's Roadmap to Recovery for pre-K through 12th grade education and the guidelines for that and opening up the schools more. If you would like to find out more about that, you can go on to our local Pahrump Facebook page. We have put the links up there for more information. And of course, tomorrow we'll have the full video, a little bit more details on what's happening with that directive number 38. News 25 will return after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by P&P Property Management. Knowledge, experience, communication, and trust. Call Cynthia at 775-727-4444.
Thanks for staying tuned and welcome back to News 25. Lawmakers want to know more about the Wall Street frenzy involving GameStop. And the last round of stimulus checks was good for retailers. Angela Miles reports.
Tapping our news, the CEO of the Robinhood trading app, Vlad Tenev, is expected to testify remotely today to a House committee on Capitol Hill. Lawmakers want to get to the bottom of that trading frenzy in GameStop, as well as users of the Robinhood app being temporarily blocked from buying the stock. Also testifying Ken Griffin, who owns Citadel. That's a hedge fund based in Chicago that stepped in to save hedge funds shorting GameStop that were losing billions as the GameStop stock surged. And Steve Huffman, the CEO of the Reddit website with the Wall Street Bets Forum that ignited the rush to buy GameStop. Taking a look at the economy, retailers were given a huge boost by the $600 stimulus checks. Retail sales soared a surprising 5.3% as Americans once again had money to spend. The Biden administration is trying to push through a $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. It includes $1,400 in direct payments to Americans. Critics say it's too much.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office says a drive-by shooting leads to the arrest of a local man who now faces a number of serious charges.
Detectives say Riley Grace drove to a Pahrump neighborhood just after midnight last Saturday, February 13th, where he fired 3 shots from a handgun, striking 2 vehicles and a home. That home was occupied at the time of the shooting. During the investigation, deputies discovered 3 spent .45 caliber bullet casings in the roadway, and a witness reported seeing a black car leaving the area right after the shots were fired. The sheriff's office identified Grace as the suspect, and they learned that Grace had been involved in altercations with the people who lived in the home he shot at. Detectives discovered Grace owned a .45 caliber 1911 style firearm and that he drives a black Chevy Impala. Deputies got a warrant to search Grace's residence and his car. While speaking to Grace, investigators say he admitted to firing his gun at the home, saying he did it out of spite for the ongoing issues he had with the occupants. Grace also told deputies where they could find the gun, which was retrieved. Riley was placed under arrest and booked into the Nye County Detention Center. He's facing several charges, including 2 counts of discharging a gun into an occupied structure, 4 counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 1 count of discharging a gun where a person might be, and 1 count of discharging a gun within a structure or vehicle within a prohibited area.
All right, grab your cowboy hats and get ready to giddy up. Organizers are preparing for the big rodeo weekend here in Pahrump. The high school rodeo starts tomorrow and lasts through the 21st at McCullough Arena, which is right next to Petrick Park. Betty Krebs says despite the pandemic, that show will go on.
It starts February 19th. which is Friday, and that's just the cutting and shooting. And then on Saturday, the full-fledged rodeo starts at 9 a.m. until we're done, which would be about 4. And then on Sunday, it's 8 a.m. until we're done, which is usually around 2. Lots of rodeo action, kids from all over the state of Nevada, California. There's some California kids, and there's over 30 events, and it's just a lot of fun. And with COVID, nobody's been able to do anything. This would be some family fun. There's going to be saddle bronc riding, bull riding, bareback riding, team roping, barrel racing, pole bending. There's junior high events, junior high saddle bronc riding, bull riding, bareback riding. I mean, there's just so many events, I can't name them all.
You can buy tickets now?
Yes, you can buy them on Pahrump Valley Junior High School Rodeo.com, I believe, or we'll be at, or you can come to the gate. They're $20 for all days or $10 a day.
Well, a major intersection in the southwest portion of the Las Vegas Valley is now a bit safer. Clark County Commissioner Justin Jones, who lives in the Mountain Edge community, flipped the switch this morning, activating a new traffic signal at the intersection of Mountain's Edge Parkway and Rainbow Boulevard.
For those that don't know, I'm Justin Jones. I'm the County Commissioner. I live half a mile from here, and I drive through this intersection literally every day. So I appreciate all you guys have been doing. I know this has been really critical. And on behalf of me, my neighbors, the people of Mountain's Edge, I just want to say thank you. And let's do this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go.
All right.
Woo! This whole area continues to grow. We're going to see thousands more people moving to the southwest in the near future, and we're going to make sure that we keep up with that growth and make sure we have a safe way for people to get to home and to work.
Well, Commissioner Jones says 16,000 drivers travel through the intersection daily. News 25 will return after this break.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by Canyon Ridge Periodontics. Give them a call at 702-966-0302.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, if you've been having aches and pains in your hands and other joints, we just might have the relief you need in today's Medical Minute in the form of information about rheumatoid arthritis.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical, healthcare the way you've always imagined it.
Hi, my name is Jill Zolkowski. I'm a nurse practitioner at Spring Mountain Medical. So today I'd like to discuss what is rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is actually a chronic condition, which means it's for life disease that causes inflammation of the joints and other tissues, including the hands and feet. So what happens in rheumatoid arthritis? Well, the body's immune system attacks its own tissue, including the joints. So in severe cases, it attacks internal organs as well. Rheumatoid arthritis can affect the joint linings, causing painful swelling. And over long periods of time, the inflammation associated with rheumatoid arthritis can cause bone erosion and joint deformity. So unfortunately, joint damage cannot be reversed. While there's no cure for rheumatoid arthritis, physiotherapy and medication can help slow the disease progression. And some of the physical symptoms may also include pain, swelling, stiffness, and loss of physical function in areas such as your hands, wrists, shoulders, knees, and feet. So the exact cause of rheumatoid arthritis is actually not known, but they say that rheumatoid arthritis may result in a combination of factors such as genetics and environmental influences. So if you suspect you could have rheumatoid arthritis, it's important to work with your healthcare provider for diagnosis. And if you're in need of a primary care provider, please contact Spring Mountain Medical, where myself or my partners would love to help you manage your health care. This has been a Medical Minute.
Thanks so much. Well, solid-state hard drives are becoming more commonplace in PCs and laptops. Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals talks about why they are the preferred option.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumph's own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. Technology is always coming out with a claim to make your computer faster, but sadly, most of these innovations leave us totally disappointed. That trend has changed. Here's why you need a solid-state hard drive now. Part 3. Solid-state hard drives allow your computer to boot up much faster. Take a look at this test. See how quickly the laptop with the solid-state hard drive is booting up compared to the laptop with the standard spinning hard drive? Great Computer Deals is here to help you upgrade your computer or provide a new one that will help you benefit from this awesome solid-state technology for way less than you think. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Hi, it's John Kohler for KPVM Channel 25 on location at the Wheeler Plaza, just off Highway 160. We're in front of AA Salon, one of our brand new sponsors. Thank you very much, folks. A great place to get your COVID hair back in shape and back from the dead. Really nice people, too. Why don't you give them a shout? 764-1898. They're wonderful people and great sponsors. We'll tell you all about the weather. This is a great, beautiful day, and we've got so much to look forward to. I'm telling you all about the next week coming up.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios today. If you're celebrating a birthday, you're celebrating it with a big glass of milk from the Nevada Dairy Council and toasting to Yoko Ono. She broke up the Beatles. Also, John Travolta. He was a sweat hog. And finally, Dr. Dre. He's just cool. Right on. Hey, Fernley, checking you out. 45 degrees for a high today, 32 for a low. Out in Fallon, you're up to 48 degrees, 31 for a low. Carson City, 50 degrees, high mark today, 36 will be your low this evening. And in the center of the state, they're sharing the Chill Spot Award. Tonopah with the chillest high temperature, 44 degrees, 23 for a low. And Goldfield getting in on the honors with a 47-degree high, but 22 for a low. So you are very chill up in Goldfield. People remember this when it's in the heat of the summer. You know where to go. Head for the middle of the state. Beatty, you're looking good at 55, 30 for a low tonight. Amargosa, 58 degrees, pretty good high mark. 32 for a low tonight. Out in Las Vegas, 58 degrees. Canada's disappointing, I know. Work on it. 39 degrees for a high tonight and or for a low rather later this evening. And out in Death Valley, 67 degrees was your high today, 42 for a low. And here in the paradise of Pahrump, it's looking good. 54 degrees is our current temperature. 56 was our high today. And the wind's lightly out of the south-southwest, 7 miles per hour, 15% humidity as the sun rose this morning at 6:27 a.m. And it's going to bed right now. Good night. Okay, there you go. Yep, it's down. 34 degrees is where we're headed tonight as we approach morning. East-southeasterly winds to 4 miles per hour. It's kind of actually staying pretty calm and nice wind-wise for the next day or two. Let's take a look at the rest of the week, though. All right, Friday, not too bad. 9 mile per hour winds. What happened Saturday? 24 mile per hour is average gusts. We're going to get some blow. But check out the temperatures. They've increased about 10 degrees on the high side up to 63 for the next 3 days. And then it goes even higher, as much as 74 degrees by Tuesday, and then the blow continues again on Wednesday just for a day. 18 mile per hour winds, so a couple days of blow, a lot of sunshine and a lot of heat to look forward to, and I am looking forward to it. Back to the desk. It's Unette, Indiana.
All right, me and Unette are like going, Yoko did not break up the Beatles.
Right. John Lennon would disagree.
Yeah, well,
creative differences.
They've been having fights for a long time. They always blame it on the girl. Oh my gosh! But I know there was that rumor for a long time and stuff like that. But
we're still sending, our thoughts and prayers to those down south and back east. I know I have family in Fort Worth and Austin and Houston, and they're still boiling water, but some have heat and have food now. So again, we're thinking about all of you as you continue to brave those storms.
And speaking of John Lennon, my son Lennon, his birthday was yesterday.
Yes.
I neglected to say happy
Happy
birthday
birthday.
on the news, but I did say it on Facebook.
And happy birthday to my cousin Reginald.
Exactly. And then also my niece Victoria as well, happy birthday. And Lennon got stuck in Virginia because they've been canceling flights, so we know that that's happening with a lot of the flight cancellations. And hopefully, you were talking about the weather and the weather, what's happening down there in Texas and all across the East Coast. And it also held up some of our vaccines here in the state of Nevada.
right.
So hopefully things will be catching up and we'll start getting better.
Yes, they will.
So we're really hoping that that's going to happen. And of course, we'll see you at the rodeo this weekend. It's going to be lots of fun. And that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unat Gentry. And from all of us here at KPVM and 8th Country Radio, thanks so much for joining us. And we will see you next newscast.
Good night.
Good night.